And welcome back to Monday Night Raw here on Aftershock Wrestling Entertainment, and we are joined by the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, who is making his way to the ring. Asked for this time to make some kind of announcement. Not sure what this is about, but we're going to go to the ring and see what exactly he has to say. He says, "Welcome to Monday Night Raw. I'm your new general manager, just in time for Money in the Bank. Qualifying matches begin this week for the men's and women's Money in the Bank ladder matches. Those superstars selected for these qualifiers will have a chance of a lifetime, and any superstar back there that doesn't get a qualifying match, remember, everybody's got a price." And then that trademark laughter. What does that mean, everybody's got a price? Well, whatever it means, it's going to have to wait because we are set for our first match as the New Day make their way down to the ring for this World Tag Team Championship match. Oh, and the War Raiders have run down the ramp, and attacked the New Day before they could even get in the ring here as we start off this match with a brawl before the bell can even ring. The War Raiders choosing violence once again. Of course, this started with a match that these two teams had, and the War Raiders attacked New Day after the match with chairs that led us ultimately to this tag team title shot for the New Day, trying to recapture their glory and win those championship titles once again. But the War Raiders doing everything within their massive power to make sure that that does not happen, including attacking Kofi and Xavier before the match even gets started here tonight, as we kick off Raw with a World Tag Team title match. What a way to start the show, as Ivar just destroys Kofi Kingston in the ring right now, attacking the arm after those clubbing blows to the back of the neck of Kofi. Now going for this Tiger Driver again. Didn't even get a 1 count though. Not gonna beat the New Day, former multiple-time World Tag Team Champions, one of the most decorated tag teams of all time. Whether you like them or not, you cannot deny the success that they've had over the past decade. But the War Raiders have been dominant tag team champions as they go for a double team move here. Just, again, picking apart Kofi Kingston. And now continuing to work on the limbs of Kofi is Eric, who is tagged into the match officially for the first time. Kofi finally getting a little bit of retaliation here. These two have had a storied history going back to before the New Day's new attitude. They've had an on and off kind of mutual dislike for each other. Doesn't matter who's the fan favorite, who's getting booed. These two teams just don't like each other, and they always find themselves at odds with each other. There was one point in time, maybe they were a little bit friendly, but those days are long gone. War Raiders coming back from some serious injuries. Going for a cover is Eric. Gets a 1 count on Xavier Woods. Come back from some serious injuries. Had a new outlook. Changed their name from the Viking Raiders to the War Raiders. So likewise, both of these teams going through somewhat of a metamorphosis, really in both cases returning to ways of old. If you go all the way back to the beginning of the New Day, they were not fan favorites. They were not liked by the people. They were actually an annoyance. And it seems like after 10 years of, in their words, not mine, pandering to the crowd and putting smiles on faces and throwing pancakes in the crowd as we get a pin 2 count, they've come full circle to that annoying persona that they once were, only, kind of ratcheted up to a 10 on the scale of, miserable human beings at this point. But I'll try to stay unbiased here. War Raiders definitely have a mean streak in them as well. Another cover by Ivar, as evidenced by the previous mentions of the chair shot attack and the opening of this match here tonight. So both of these teams going to war with a vicious slam there by Ivar onto Xavier, taking the wind out of him, just shoving him away there, and proceeding to kick the wind out of Xavier before choking him on the ropes, wearing down their opponents here tonight, their challengers for those tag titles, as Eric gets the tag to come in. The War Raiders, massive team, have a interesting combination of power and speed. You wouldn't think it, but Ivar is the speed. He's the agility. And Eric is more the power, even though he's the smaller man. It's kind of an interesting dynamic these two have. In terms of the New Day, not a whole lot of power without Big E. So having to rely on their wildly, as Eric goes for a cover here, their wily cleverness and underhandedly tactics at times, and just their speed and their chemistry as a tag team, because there's not many better with tag team cooperation and just synergy than the New Day. As Kofi gets the tag in, little double team work to prove the point there by the New Day. And at any given time, the New Day can become tag team champions. They've done it so many times throughout their career together over this past decade. One of the greatest tag teams in WWE history, without a doubt. As Kofi has Eric metaphorically on the ropes here. Or figuratively, I guess, would be the proper way to put that. Either way, right now, New Day in control of this match. Started off all War Raiders as Xavier delivered that flatliner. But now the New Day have taken over and are slowing the pace down, which is kind of interesting that the New Day are the ones to slow the pace down in this match with the War Raiders. Much bigger, stronger, you would think a little bit slower team, more methodical, but, and, the New Day, like I said, lacking the power, but definitely have the speed and the agility, as evidenced by Kofi's stage dive over the ropes there. But still, this new attitude of the New Day has them more focused on kind of dissecting their opponents, slowing the pace down, picking them apart, picking their shots, thinking a little smarter than just going in, guns blazing. And that's kind of what we're seeing right now as Kofi marches over to Ivar. I think he was gonna try to interrupt the tag, but Eric too quick for him, gets Ivar in the match, and now Ivar has taken control of Kofi Kingston here. Goes for a suplex maybe. Oh, suplex into a knee to the face and goes down for the cover. Gets a 2 count. Kofi up at 2.5. Just a nasty shot to the face of Kofi, though. Took all the momentum out of the New Day there. Just tosses him away. Picking him up now. Oh, Kofi's fighting back, though. It'd be wise for Kofi to get a tag here. Dropkick did absolutely nothing to Ivar. Waved off that second one. And then a big body splash onto Kofi that just takes him down, followed by a massive leg drop, colliding with the much smaller neck of Kofi Kingston. But Kingston still fighting back here. Hurricane Rana takes Ivar down. And Kofi showing why he's a former world champion right now. Gets the tag, brings in Woods. Oh, Ivar missed that clothesline. Giving Woods an opportunity. See if he'll capitalize on. Oh my God, look at the. I said they had no power, but my God, Woods just displayed an uncanny amount of power there. Goes for the cover, not even a 1 count. But that was quite impressive by Xavier Woods, lifting Ivar, the big man, over his head, and bringing him down for that gutbuster. Now, Ivar at the mercy of the New Day, stuck in their corner as as Woods slows down the pace once again. Oh, he threw him into Kofi. Little miscommunication there. Oh, but beautiful leg drop. Takes the head off of Ivar as he falls to the floor. And now he's attacking Eric as Woods. New Day showing that they are in this fight. They are ready to take those championships off of the War Raiders. But the War Raiders still not willing to lay down and die to the New Day here. They're going to put up every bit of fight that they possibly can to hang on to those. Oh, here we go. There is their finisher. And it could be all over now. They are tired of playing. They've just taken Woods out. Eric has Woods in the ring by himself. Knocked Kofi off and finishes it with a power bomb, going down for the cover. 1, 2, and 3, and still your champions. And our teleprompter got the name wrong. It is the War Raiders, not the Viking Raiders. But regardless, Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders, victorious here tonight over the New Day. You see some of the double team moves, followed by this impressive feat of strength by Xavier Woods. But it wasn't enough, as the War Raiders are still your tag team champions. Celebrating in the ring after a hard-fought victory against the New Day. All right, we're shifting gears to our next match, which is an interesting development that is coming to light here between Jey Uso and the LWO. Don't know still what is going on with Ray and Jey. Obviously, Ray has taken exception to Jey's appearance on the stage for one of his matches. Just out there to applaud him, respecting, the talents of Rey Mysterio. But Rey Mysterio took it as an offense, as a challenge for some reason, and it's caused this rift between Jey Uso and Rey Mysterio, which is kind of odd because Rey Mysterio typically, one of the friendliest people backstage, a locker room leader, gets along with Jey Uso typically, but for whatever reason, Jey Uso rubbed Rey Mysterio the wrong way. So tonight, Jey Uso is fighting another LWO member in Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee coming to the aid of Rey Mysterio and challenged Jey Uso for this match. Jey, happy to oblige, always looking for competition, and another win's another win, in Jey's book if he can get that here tonight. Dragon Lee, though, looking to send a message that the LWO upset with Jey Uso for some reason, as Jey awaits his opponent. Speaking of his opponent and the LWO, here comes the man many are saying is the next Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, who has been taken under the learning tree, the tutelage of Rey Mysterio. Kind of a mentor-mentee relationship since Dragon Lee has come up to the main roster here in WWE. Surely Dragon Lee grew up idolizing Rey Mysterio, as so many luchadors did. And now here to defend the honor, I guess, of Rey Mysterio, even though I don't think it was Jey's intention to insult Rey or the LWO. But here we are, as Dragon Lee takes on Jey Uso here tonight on Monday Night Raw. We are off to the races with Jey Uso sending Dragon Lee to the floor immediately. His frustration from Jey Uso, roll through super kick as he gives the one in the air to honor the tribal chief. They are the ones. Taking early control over this match to Dragon Lee, sends him into the stairs, and is now in the ring giving out the Uso chant. Oh, Dragon Lee now possibly with some offense here. Oh, but Jey Uso counters. Trying to thwart any momentum that Dragon Lee could possibly gain here. Jey Uso in complete control in this match. Oh, but Dragon Lee, the speed of Dragon Lee getting out of the way there. Counter for counter here. Dragon Lee finally a little bit of offense here, but Jey Uso stuffs that immediately. Shuts it down, as Dragon Lee just can't get out of the blocks here. Oh, beautiful. Flip over moonsault slam. Nicely delivered. Oh, ducks the super kick, does Dragon Lee, and oh, I thought he goes for a Hurricane Rana. No, Jey counters once again. Dragon Lee, oh, with an enziguri though. Oh, but there is the super kick. And goes for the cover. Could be all she wrote. Gets a 2 count, and Dragon Lee gets the shoulder up. No matter what Dragon Lee does here, he is being able to counter Jey. Has some nice defense, but in the offense department, it's been all Jey Uso. Oh, until that moment right there, Hurricane Rana takes Jey Uso down. But once again, Jey counter. Wait, what? The lights just went off, and now Rey Mysterio's music is playing. Is Rey coming out here? Jey Uso waiting, expecting interference from Rey Mysterio, but no Rey Mysterio. Instead, he gets a poison Rana from Dragon Lee. This was the opening Dragon Lee needed, but Jey Uso with another counter. Out of the way is Dragon Lee, though, as he continues to pour on the offense here. He needs to stay on Jey, take full advantage, but Jey's already countered. Headbutt hard, takes down Dragon Lee. Oh, but out of the way again. Speed working to the advantage of Dragon Lee in this match. But Jey Uso just, oh, chop block. Nasty chop block at that. Jey Uso just too experienced. Spinebuster takes Dragon Lee down. And too focused. He's in the zone in this. Oh, but he misses that dive. It lands hard on his head. Once again, Dragon Lee's speed paying off in spades here tonight. Now taking it to Jey Uso on the floor. So Rey Mysterio using tactics to get in the head of Jey Uso now to try to cost him this match. It's uncharacteristic behavior from Rey Mysterio and the LWO. It's interesting. Maybe channeling, the patriarch of the LWO, Eddie Guerrero, a little bit here. Maybe that's what it's all about. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Rey Mysterio, but he has a problem with Jey Uso. That much is clear. Could have potentially cost Jey Uso the match here tonight. But Jey Uso back on top as he heads to the top rope. Oh, and there is the Uso splash down on Dragon Lee, goes for the cover. And it is all over, distraction or not. Jey Uso has been victorious here, much to Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee's chagrin. Jey Uso walks out of Monday Night Raw here tonight with a win. Both literally and in this feud that is building between Rey Mysterio and Jey Uso. Jey victorious here tonight. Now what's he thinking? Oh, over the top rope. Splash onto Dragon Lee. Back in the ring. Waiting for Dragon to get back up is Jey Uso. And another dive that connects. Taking out Dragon Lee, trying to send a message to Rey Mysterio and the LWO. Now we head into our main event of the night, our first Money in the Bank qualifying match, which pits John Cena against Finn Balor. One of these two men will be the first to qualify for Money in the Bank. We'll have more qualifying matches tomorrow night on NXT and then more on SmackDown until we have the complete field of both men and women's matches over the next few weeks. But first up we have the GOAT, the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion John Cena, here to try to make it into Money in the Bank to qualify and maybe cash in that briefcase should he win and become a 17-time World Champion, making history. But before he can do any of that, he's got to get through his opponent tonight, Finn Balor, who will be joining us in the ring momentarily as well. Finn Balor, been a while since he's held singles gold, and I'm sure that he is eager to get in this match with that man, John Cena, here tonight, as we await the arrival of the Prince, the Demon, the one and only Finn Balor of Judgment Day. And will it be Judgment Day for John Cena here tonight? Or will John Cena be victorious and head into Money in the Bank at the end of the month? What a blockbuster announcement that we got. Ted DiBiase is our new general manager here on Monday Night Raw. And what a perfect time for it. He called it Money Night Raw, Money in the Bank. The $1 Million Man, it's all about that money, all about that green. And what better GM could we have going into Money in the Bank at the end of the month than the $1 Million Man? And he's started us off so epic here tonight with our first qualifying match being former Universal Champion Finn Balor and the 16-time World Champion John Cena battling it out to qualify for this Money in the Bank ladder match. And if these two are the first two competitors that we're going to get in this field, what kind of Money in the Bank ladder match is this going to be? It's going to be an all-star affair this year. And one of these two men, Finn Balor, as he poses on the turnbuckle, or John Cena, will be the first to headline this incredible Money in the Bank ladder match for the men this year. And it will be co-branded throughout Raw, SmackDown, and NXT for both the men's and women's in terms of who will be involved in these ladder matches. So here we go. We take a final look at John Cena and Finn Balor before we ring the bell and get this match underway. And there is the bell, and Finn Balor rushes in fast, taking the legs out from underneath John Cena, trying to get the jump on the greatest of all time, most would say, or many would say. And considering how many championships he's held and the longevity of his career and the people that he's defeated, it's hard to argue against that. But Finn Balor is someone that often both he and many of his fans feel like is underrated, underappreciated. and hasn't really met his full potential yet. So this is an opportunity for Finn Balor to do just that if he were to qualify here and go on to the Money in the Bank ladder match as he sends John Cena to the floor. It could prove that, you know, he's on that other level that a lot of people haven't seen him at for a while, because he's been, you know, in tag team competition. Before that, singles titles he did have were not world titles. It has been a while since he's focused on that, save for that second run in NXT. But again, that's NXT, and this is a different playing field, as Finn Balor has been taken down after laying the beat down to John Cena since the bell began. One shot from John Cena laid out Finn Balor, and he was about to get counted out. John Cena followed him out and started attacking him again to break up the count, because John Cena doesn't want to win that way. But just the strength and the power behind those blows of John Cena, it was all it took to stop the momentum of Finn Balor dead in its tracks. Finn Balor still trying to fight back here, though, as we're up to a 5 count. And both of these men need to get in the ring. I guess, you know, you can qualify by winning via countout, but I don't think either one of these two men want to win that way. So we'll see how this one plays out, as they are back in the ring, and John Cena has taken control of Finn Balor, planting his face down on the mat hard, and goes for the cover. Only a 1 count. Finn Balor out. Finn Balor wants this, but so does John Cena. John Cena, is, again, been a while since he's held championship gold, and he's ready to make his mark on this industry one more time, and again, possibly make history, as he sends Finn Balor into the ropes and up high and salutes the crowd. Now John Cena goes for another cover. Still just a 1 count. Hasn't done enough damage to Finn Balor at this point. But Finn Balor rolls out of the ring to catch his breath, regroup a little bit, hoping to get a little respite, but John Cena is on the attack. I can't imagine. Oh, Finn Balor up and over, throwing Cena across the aisleway, putting some distance between them once again. I can't imagine, again, if Finn Balor and John Cena are the first 2 competitors that get a chance to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, what other stars we're going to see in this match. This could be the biggest. Oh my goodness, a suplex to the floor by John Cena. This could be the biggest Money in the Bank ladder match that we've ever seen. We'll just have to see how the field plays out, who all ends up qualifying. Either way, this is going to be great for the fans. It's going to be great for us. And it's a great opportunity for whoever manages to snatch that briefcase. We thought they were going to fight in the crowd, but Finn Balor jumps back over the barricade, sends John Cena back into the ring. But John Cena with the attack as soon as Finn Balor gets his legs over the ropes. Now just clubbing blows in the corner by John Cena. Shoulder thrust into the midsection. But Finn Balor still fighting back. The Prince looking to live up to that name with a sling blade, taking John Cena down. That's usually followed by that shotgun drop kick and then the coup de grace. But he did not quite get to deliver all of that. John Cena going frantic there, and Finn Balor taking advantage of it. It's got him set up on the ropes, but John Cena with the counter. Sorry, Corey, it's coup de grace. I got it. Apologies. John Cena sending Finn Balor out to the floor once again. And just waiting, just standing confidently in the ring, posing for the crowd as we get the overhead shot. Finn Balor is laid out just from a clothesline to the outside. We're up to a 4 count. John Cena breaking the count, going out And Finn Balor takes advantage, slams John Cena gut first into the steel stairs. We haven't seen much offense from Finn Balor in a while. He had that nice flurry at the beginning of the match, attacking John Cena at the bell. But since John Cena took control, Finn Balor's been able to do little in this match. If he wants to stand a chance to qualify, he's got to kick it into another gear and really take the fight to John Cena here. So far, though, John Cena has beat him to the punch at every turn, and another suplex from the apron to the floor. That's 2 now that John Cena has delivered to Finn Balor. His back has got to be damaged, but John Cena is damaging himself in the process. Now he's just trash talking Finn Balor, which is not exactly a style we're used to with John Cena in the middle of a match. But there he is, trash talking Finn Balor before he returns the favor, slamming him gut first into those steel stairs. Both of these men want in this match. They want that opportunity at the championship. They want to once again rise to that level of glory of holding singles championship gold that has eluded both of them for quite a while. So this is the perfect match to get us started here on the road to Money in the Bank. Oh, and I think Finn Balor just got busted open across that barricade as John Cena gets in at the 5 count. Just shaking it off, waiting, looking like he was going to go for the countout victory, but no, he goes back outside to break it up. John Cena typically would not want that kind of victory. But Finn Balor still fighting back here. Not ready to give up yet. Just John Cena has been able to counter him at every turn. Back suplex on the floor, but John Cena right back up with those clubbing blows and back in control just like that. I'm not sure what it's going to take for Finn Balor to get back into this match. He has tried his best, and John Cena has just... Oh, wait, there's a counter. A shoulder power slam. Showing some power of his own is Finn Balor in a short DDT. And just as I was honestly counting Finn out a little bit, Finn is back in it. Pele kick takes John Cena down. Now just choking the 16-time world champion. Cena misses wildly with that cross body, and now, oh, 1916 takes John Cena down as Finn Balor goes for the pin. Out before the 1, though. Now John Cena back in control. Again, another flurry by Finn Balor, and probably his best chance to win this match, but John Cena is back on top, going for the 5-knuckle shuffle. Will he connect? Yes, he does. And now he's got Finn Balor set up for the AA, and here he goes. Got him on the shoulders and delivers it. Oh, but he's not done. He's rolling through, picks Finn Balor back up. Is he going for a second one? Indeed he does, and that is surely going to put Finn Balor away. And yes, it does. John Cena is the first person to qualify for Money in the Bank. There you see the 16-19 5-knuckle shuffle as John Cena gets ready to deliver that, followed by the first AA and the second one after the roll through. Goes for the cover. And it is all academic at that point. John Cena qualifying for the Money in the Bank ladder match. And is very happy about that, very excited. As John Cena celebrates in the middle of the ring, I understand there's some activity backstage. Seth Rollins has been waiting in the wings for the winner to come back, and now he's about to confront Finn Balor, who has just made his way back there, so we're going to catch up and see what's going on. Seth says, "What's the matter, Finn? Couldn't get the job done against Cena? If he becomes a problem for me at Money in the Bank, you and I are going to have a problem, my friend." Finn says, "You gonna do something with that chair? Good. Now, first of all, Seth, you and we aren't friends, and as far as Cena goes, that's not my problem anymore. And shouldn't you worry about qualifying first before worrying about John Cena?" Seth says, "Oh, don't you worry your pretty little head off, Finn. Unlike you, I will qualify, and I'll go on to be Mr. Money in the Bank one more time." Finn says, "Yeah, I'll believe it when I see you. Good luck. I hear your opponent's someone that you're very familiar with, and who always seems to have your number." I wonder who Finn's talking about.